She wanted like me cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit her max. She like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, set, 60 yards.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Let's go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. For that man, Derrick Henry, boy, was he one of the stories of the postseason. Leading rusher in the NFL during the regular season, but even then, kind of under the radar. But he really showed America how valuable he was during that Titans postseason run. A 3-game stretch starting with Week 17. Charles, 211 against Houston, 182 versus the Pats, and 195 in Baltimore.
And what I think is surprising for people is, as you said, he was under the radar. But if you go back 2 seasons when they had a little bit of playoff success, remember when they won in Kansas City? People remember the play where Marcus Mariota got the ball batted back to him. What they may have forgotten was Derrick Henry shredding the Kansas City defense with well over 100 yards in that game. So in playoff time, when he plays big, which he normally does, Tennessee tends to have success. That's the kind of back that they have in Derrick Henry.
Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. 54. Go.
I got you. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Tannehill throwing complete to Davis.
Let's go, baby.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A first down carry for Henry. Pushes over him.
Now, that's just not right.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
and they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside, but it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
Offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him, they have to feel great about themselves sticking in the end zone on a running play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
7, 49ers, nothing. Greg Joseph, set to kick off.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
12.
Now problems right out of the game.
Let's go. Let's do this. Here we go.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. 11. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Check hot route. Hot.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58 to the mic. I'm coming.
Under 10. 13.
Check 99. Check 99. Check.
Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Here we go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Y'all not ready.
Boys, 58 is Mike. Get ready.
2.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Well, one of the big questions in the lead up to Super Bowl 54, the health of Tevin Coleman. We saw him go down fairly early in that NFC Championship game against Green Bay, and you thought, oh boy, that doesn't look good. Separated shoulder, pop back into place, and he wants to give it a go.
And you understand that. I mean, the chance to get to the Super Bowl and play. He's been there once before, but that was with Atlanta, and that was
looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ready to break. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I got you. I got you. Check safety. Check safety.
Pilot 64. Weak.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Ready.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, exit.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Let's go.
To throw is Tannehill. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Quan Alexander able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Recon 132 fighter. Hey, zoom. Now.
From the gun, here's Tannehill.
You ain't doing nothing today.
This will be caught by Brown. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Ready?
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
I know he ain't got it. Check.
6-6, bullet high. Let's go.
They snap it to Tannehill. And that is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. Now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Niners. 65 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
Right there, 54, right there.
Lock.
Let him know.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, you and I have made our predictions for Super Bowl 54. Well, coming soon, the official Madden NFL 20 Super Bowl prediction. Something Madden folks do every year is predict how they think the big game is going to play out. And that prediction, with the help, by the way, from Peyton and Eli Manning, is going to be revealed on Thursday, January 30th, 9 Eastern. Go to EA.com/theprediction to check it out. And keep playing Madden to feed the machine and tell us who you think will win as well. Again, it's EA.com/theprediction.
Watch the safety creep. Get it.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Here's Brett Kern now. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes Pettis on the return. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return is Pettis. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Fresno. Hey, Orbit.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Set the tone, defense. 21. Defense, let's go.
SOS.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Kamale Correa in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
You better. 21. I'm letting you know right. Hey, Haywood. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
Here we go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Check 50. 6 guy. Check 6. 11. Check 52. Hey. I got you. 24. Watch 24. 21. Switch.
Check 26.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, I'm coming. He's checking. Crash. Check 3.
Kill.
Alert 3.
12, fellas, here we go. Back. Hey, gun.
Motion.
65.
Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion, man. What?
Now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Here comes Humphries on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, his second sack of the night. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now it's the backup Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Mariota. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike. Right here. Mike 54.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Shift. Watch that. Check 13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Kamale Correa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Here we go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check 37. Check 37.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Switch.
Check your hot read.
Tighten up. 21.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 20.
Here we go. Black 80.
Mike 54. Watch the run.
11. Undercrunch.
Whip. Watch the whip. Show an A.
Tight dog. 1, Omaha. Crunch.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Get him. Watch the twist.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Check.
Check 31. Slam.
13. Hey. High 7. I got this.
Motion. Right there. 54.
21.
To throw is Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Daquan Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Humphries now to return. He belted that thing. A leg of steel and an even 70 yards on the punt that time. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
54. General West. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Mike's 5-4.
Go on. He's coming. We got double up.
Check 43. Shift.
Tannehill on 1st down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Leo. Buzz. Come. Look at me. Zip it. Ready.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is caught at the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. In for the score. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
He's scared. Check.
Protein spill.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Blue draw Corkers.
56, right there, 56.
Now watch one. Bravo.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. He's going to let it go. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Mike 54. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike,
Hey, gun.
Mike's 5-4.
Okay, double up.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
White.
Switch.
12, fellas, here we go. Hey, alert!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kamale Correa in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
12. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
70, Indy. So don't say nothing.
Kill.
Topper. Check. Watch 54.
You're trash.
Hey, watch that. Go.
On first down, Tannehill dumps it off to Lewis.
You don't want none.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
X3, 218, chopper.
54. Record.
Get it.
Here's Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
61, matchbox lights.
54, Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
Hey, Alpha. Five.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to float this one. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 28-0. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hey, alert three.
21.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, lock it. Check 24. Hey, foxtrot. Yo, go now.
Tannehill going to throw it. Got a man. It's Brown. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here we go.
Watch 36.
Hey, seam 6. Deep dribble.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Watch 54. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Pop. Under 10. Under 10.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Check 99. Check 99. Check. Check. Check.
36, 36.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. This is Mostert. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
Mike's 5-4.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
11.
You think you gonna get this?
Right there. Right there.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5.
All day, baby, all day.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
We own them. We own them.
Hatchet. Hatchet.
General West.
53 is the mic.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, Smith.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike, Mike.
No chance.
53 is the mic. 53, check.
Throwing now, Tannehill. He sets to fire deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkowski Tart, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah.
Now Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.